It's a wrap for week 5 of the NFL season. It's time to start evaluating where everyone stands in the league. Around this time of the season, it's interesting because you can start to separate the good teams from the bad teams while also looking at some other squads like, we don't believe you. You need more people. Thankfully, to help with this, we have a man who creates NFL power rankings. He does it for the New York Post, and that will be NFL reporter Ryan Dunleavy. Ryan, how interesting was it putting together the power rankings this week?
It's been a process all year, Dex. I mean, there's no winless teams, which is very unusual after the first 5 weeks of the season. There's only one undefeated team, which is very unusual. Everybody's kind of log jammed there in the middle. No, it's definitely been it's definitely a crazy process. And the divisions I thought were going to be great, like the AFC West, don't hold a candle right now to the division I thought wasn't going to be very good, the NFC East.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's what makes this time, week 5, week 6, it makes it so interesting, right? But let's get into it. Looking at your power rankings, you have 3, as you mentioned, NFC East teams in the top 10. The 5-0 Eagles at number 1, the 4-1 Cowboys at number 5, and the Giants also at 4-1. They are at number 10. Now, Big Blue, they made the biggest jump from 14 to 10. Can the Giants stay in the top 10 for the rest of the season? And other question here, is the NFC East actually back?
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of the season because I think I'm going to pick them to lose to the Ravens. I mean, look, I pick them to lose. They just keep winning. So I'll pick them to lose to the Ravens. If they lose, they'll fall out of the top 10 next week. But they'll get right back in it if they beat the Jaguars, the Texans, the Seahawks, some of the easier teams they have coming up. So they'll be right back in the top 10 in a couple weeks. Yeah, I think they can stay there. The schedule allows them to. They're playing with a lot of confidence. And yeah, I think the NFC East is for real. I don't think it's quite the late 1980s or 90s where the road to the Super Bowl went through Dallas, Washington, or the Giants. It's not quite that. But the Eagles certainly look like the best team in the NFC East. And it's not crazy with 7 seeds now in the NFC playoffs to think both the Giants and the Cowboys could get into that wild card, one of those 3 wild cards.
Oh, 3 teams possibly coming out of the NFC East. That would be very interesting. Now, on to the Jets. Jets. They are flying high, Ryan, moving up from 19 to 15. When you look at your rankings after week 5, considering how the Jets season started against Baltimore, are you shocked where you have them now, and are they for real?
Yeah, I think I started them around 20-something. At one point, they got down as low as 29, whether that was after Baltimore or it might have been after the Bengals loss. But no, the 2 straight wins. Look, Dex, I've been doing these for, I think, 3 years now for the Post, and I've never had the Giants or the Jets in the top 20, ever. And now they're 10 and 15. So that just shows you the state of New York football right now. Yeah, I think the Jets absolutely belong in the top 15. They've caught some breaks, right? But that's what the NFL is about. Play a backup quarterback against Miami, recover an onside kick against Cleveland. But that's what wins these games. Who catches the breaks? And then both New York teams are overdue to be those teams.